Hello and welcome to Talk Sports on Global TV, your authoritative home for credible sports analysis and headline-making conversations. I am Anita Patrick, and of course, I have my co-host with me in the studio, my right winger this time around, and the left winger. Let the drum roll for him. I have
Ramsiano Kagbo is my name, and it's good to have you right here on this is a special edition of Talk Sport. Well, don't worry. We are rocking the show together.
We have a lot to talk about. Today we break down the biggest stories shaping Nigeria's sporting landscape, from grassroots development to elite competition. We begin with key takeaways from the just concluded second edition of the Niger Delta Games, a tournament fast redefining talent, discovery and regional sporting excellence in the Southeast.
Well, it was a very beautiful one, and I'm very sure that the initiative, whoever has been part of that initiative and has followed the first edition, will not feel disappointed.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to give a lot of credence to the second edition. And like I will always say, let's all give them the support that they needed. These are people that are not new in the game. You know, these are people that are, okay, let's just do this thing. But people who has been in the forefront and know the importance of this, and that's why they are bringing it up. So Nigerians, both at home and both at the diaspora, should do everything they could to actually do that. But then also on the program, anticipation build as the South-South also Female Cricket League bounce off on March 3. That's a landmark moment for women's cricket. And well, if I'm talking about women, I don't know where the energy they come from anyway. But as a matter of fact, it's a significant stride toward gender inclusion in the sport, and that is what everybody is clamoring for. You people, I'm so excited because female inclusion, women inclusion in sport has been there, but it's getting more grounds as it is right now across other sports right now. And I love the way the women are coming up. I don't know, but the women, the ones that I've monitored and researched, they've been very, very formidable and impressive so far. So
amazing for the women doing well in the cricket game there. But let's also tell you that on this particular program, we have lined up for you as well in para sports as well, because the para sports is gaining more momentum as attention has been shifted to the Nigerian Shooting Sports Federation, as they have unveiled a national para shooting championship for veterans. That's the wounded officers who need to bring out their best of creativity away from the battlefield into the Shooting Federation to bring in the sport alive. An initiative honoring wounded and retired service personnel while expanding the competitive horizon of shooting sports in Nigeria. Well, we'll also preview Nigeria's pre-tournament friendlies ahead of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, assessing the Super Falcons' tactical readiness and squad depth as continental glory beckons once again. Of course, there's a whole lot to talk about. Ramsey mentioned the issue of women. Women, of course, are gaining momentum, and then the WAFCON is around the corner, and the ladies are saying it's time to get ready. They're building their momentum as they get into friendlies with other countries to test their strengths and see how they fared so far, so that they can remain at that position of being the best women football team in Africa. But also, Ramsey, we'll be looking at a bit of other things happening in football governance as well. You know, that's what's taking up right now in football governance. We also have that which is going to play out for us. And in football governance, we'll also examine the firm stance of Amas Obaseki. That's the young man who's facing some trial with the match fixture there, where he has strongly rejected recent match fixing allegations, where he mentioned the fact that he's going to clear his name, vowing to defend his professional integrity and reputation. Well, all of this, we're going to be looking at analysis, the insights, and the stories driving Nigerian sports forward all way from here. Well, that's a whole lot of conversation we have, but let's quickly start with the front burner conversation, which has shown that hosts of Edo, that's Benin, who had once that hosted the second Niger Delta Games, which just concluded over the week there, where we had Edo being crowned champions of the second Niger Delta Games. Don't forget, we had this discussion weeks into this game starting off, where we had an expert who's also part of the organizing committee members, who spoke to us about the in-depth, the reason why these games are going. The first edition was successful. That's what Ramsey said. Successful outing they had, and this also brought up the initiative to bring out the second edition, and we saw the massive turnout. The game was exciting. Of course, the second edition of the game ended in an electrifying fashion yesterday. That, like I mentioned, at the iconic Samuel Agbemudia Stadium in Benin City, as Edo State, the throne defending champions Bayelsa, to emerge the overall winners. Well, let's tell you that at the close of the competition, Edo topped the medal table with 111 medals, made up of 52 golds, 34 silver and 25 bronze, and also Delta followed in second place with 39 gold, 29 silver and 34 bronze, making a total of 102 medals. Well, while defending champions Bayelsa finished third with 25 gold, 24 silver and 26 bronze medals, with an overall of 75 medals there. Also, we had Akwa Ibom who came fourth with 16 gold, 17 silver and 22 bronze medals for 55 medals overall, while Abia, Cross River, Ondo, Rivers and Imo finished in 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th and 9th. We also had those who finished up in that line of order. Ramsey, you've seen the electrifying competition that has gone, and shows that states are not joking about hosting rights and also delivering on the dividends of seeing that grassroots sports is growing tall from across the different sports where we have across the states.
Yes, of course. This is very interesting, but you know what it means for Edo to host and also being crowned champions.
We always have that. Hosting states always champion.
But how does that happen? Sometimes I think about it. Is it the support they get from the fans?
Do you want to make reference to Morocco? Yeah, I want to make reference. So we see where the energy was coming in as well.
You know, and that support, it's good. It's good for me. I think this will make a lot of people struggle for the hosting right.
Yeah.
But then, if you're good, you're good. You could host and still don't emerge the overall winner. For me, Bayelsa, from being the lead, getting to third position, you know, that's to tell you that the competition was real. And there is something that I feel right on my inside now, and that is the enthusiasm